So today we're doing something that I don't think has ever been done before. I don't think. I kind of searched around. I didn't see it. We're doing the no budget rebuild. Of course, it's pretty simple. It's pretty self-explanatory. No budget whatsoever. We can sign anybody. We can trade for anybody. We're basically just going out to make a super team, and we're going to see how good we can make this team. So, of course, if you do enjoy the video, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content. And in the comment section today, if you were to create a super team with no budget whatsoever, let me know what you would do in the comment section down below. I want to know what you guys would do with the super team. Don't go out and give me like your whole bullpen or your whole starting pitching staff and everything like that. Just give me like one starting pitcher, maybe your closer, and then like your starting lineup. That's what I want to know in the comment section. You guys know the deal. The video up here is yesterday's video. All social media links are down in the description below. Let's hop into it. So today, I don't know what team I'm going to use. I kind of want to use a stacked team. And I feel like if we're going to go a no budget route, we might as well just go the Yankees, right? I feel like that's kind of what they do in real life. They're willing to go willy-nilly with the money. So ignore budgets is on. I'm going to leave it to a 3-year window. Forced trades, I'm going to leave off so there's at least some sort of challenge to this rebuild. But the budgets are off, so like, I mean, it's basically no holds bar at this point. We can do whatever we want. We know what the Yankees lineup looks like. I'm not going to go through the roster. I'm most likely going to change all the prospects and whatnot. I'm going to trade them and try to just get a stacked team because I could really care less about prospects. I'm going all out, throwing the checkbook at people, saying whatever you want, write it down, I'll sign off on it, and let's see what we can do. So I definitely want to change up the team a little bit. I definitely want to keep some core players, but let's go make some changes. All right, so since we're going no budget, why not throw away some budget, throw it to another team? We're going to go to the Astros. We're going to pick up Jordan. I know it's not a big money move, but it's more of a big bat added to the lineup. We're going to get rid of Stanton and Davy Garcia to make this deal happen. This is a big move. Mike Trout to the Yankees. Think about it. Mike Trout to the Yankees. We're also going to add Jason Castro. We are getting rid of a lot. I get that. DJ LeMahieu, Gary Sanchez, and Jason Dominguez. But it's Mike Trout. We got to do it. And we get the power bat of Mitch Garver to play catcher for Aaron Hicks, Zach Granite, and Clint Frazier. You're probably thinking a lot of these trades are actually me dumping salary, but once free agency comes and big name players become available, then we can start signing them. So that's really where I'm looking to make my moves, big free agent signings. So this is the move we're going to make to get a new catcher to replace Gary. All right, because I just need someone to replace the hole that DJ LeMahieu left when he was traded away. I'm just going to get Adam Frazier of the Pirates. Let me get the lineup set up because I'm waiting for free agency to really make some moves. So the pitching staff remained untouched because I know big name pitchers do become available in free agency. So I'm gonna hold off until then. And then, of course, the lineup has changed a little bit. That's where most of our changes happened. Before you guys go and say, why is Glaber only a 77? His fielding's 62 overall. That's what's bringing him down. He will go up in rating very, very quickly. I also think maybe morale might be affecting him a little bit. Yeah, he's actually an 81. You guys are actually getting it covered. He's actually an 81. It's just for some reason he's considered an everyday player, even though he's number 2 in the lineup. So he should technically be a superstar. So I don't understand why he's upset about where he is in the lineup. But he is an 81. His fielding is bringing him down a little bit. His hitting stats are more than good enough to bring him up in rating as well. So look at this team. I think going forward, I'm going to try to sign a really good outfielder. We're going to move Jordan to DH, and then we'll have Andujar play third permanently, and then we'll probably get rid of Gio Urshela. That's just my thinking going forward with the team, because I know some big name free agents do become available. Also some big name, or like for outfielders, and then of course starting pitching, we know big name arms become available. Let's sim through the season. Let's see what we can do with this no budget team. All right, so as the season comes to a close, we absolutely ran away with probably the league. I mean, 108 and 54. Weren't able to break the win record, but you know what? I'm pretty happy. We're ranked second, and I mean, defense and speed, yeah, definitely going to be taking a hit when you've got like Jordan in left and a couple other guys like Andujar starting at third. But I mean, this team, the pitching did well, the average is high, and we'll take a look at the rest of the league. The Dodgers did better than us. Wow. And even the Red Sox won 106 games, which is kind of crazy to think about. Garrett Cole had a great pitching season. No offensive leaders. Really? That's surprising. That actually is a little surprising. Awards, we have 2 Gold Gloves, and that was it. JD Martinez popped off. Christian Yelich popped off. Ooh, I wonder if we could get Christian Yelich to play like left field for us. Ooh, that could be kind of nice. That'd be kind of nice. So let's take a look at our pitching staff, see how things went. J Happ didn't do too well, obviously aging. He's not going to be pitching as well as much. He's going to decline, but that's okay. We still did really well. Chad Green never does well for me, so he's probably a player I'm going to look to ship somewhere else. Ottavino didn't do well. Probably going to try to get rid of him. He had a 2 whip. A 2 whip. Gross. Jonathan Holder was good. Britton was solid. Canely, not so much. And Aroldis Chapman was really good. I don't get why whenever I acquire Canely or Chad Green, they don't do well. But with the CPU, guaranteed like a 2 ERA with like a .8 whip. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Garrett Cole was phenomenal. Surprised he didn't win Cy Young. Severino struggled. Wow. Okay. James Paxton was good. Tanaka was good. And then Jordan Montgomery as a 5. Those are good numbers. And I know a lot of you guys are going to say, oh my God, you said Jordan Montgomery did well, but Severino had almost identical numbers. And why did you say Severino did bad? Well, Severino's my number 2 in the rotation. I don't expect Severino to have a 1.3, almost a 1.4 whip and a above 4 ERA. I'm expecting in the 3s for ERA and a 1.2 whip. Montgomery, on the other hand, he's my 5 in the rotation. He's also a lot lower than Severino. So if he's going to perform a little bit worse, I'm going to be okay with that. Clears things up, right? So let's get back into it. Let's see what we can do here. And then let's take a look at the lineup and all, you know, the bench and stuff. The bench I'm not too worried about. This is what I'm worried about. Adam Frazier. He's not a big money move, but he got on base. He did what I needed him to do in the leadoff spot. Gleyber Torres put up really good numbers. We've got Mike Trout put up really good numbers. Aaron Judge, really good numbers. Yordan put up MVP numbers. Surprised he didn't win it. Andujar, quiet. Really quiet. So maybe we need to look for a new third baseman. Luke Voigt did well. Mitch Garver did very well. And Gio Urshela was almost identical to what Andujar did, right? Andujar had a little bit more pop, but okay, maybe we need to kind of look at different avenues for players at third base, since Urshela and Andujar didn't really perform to like peak levels. So let's see what we could do here against the Athletics. And with the super team, we're going to get knocked out. It's just meant to be. We actually won. Wow. Okay. Garrett Cole versus Shane Bieber. Not Justin, but Shane against the Cleveland Indians. And we're going to lose. We're going to lose 100%. Yeah. It's just meant to be. It's just meant to be that way. So it's only season 1. I'm going to go 2 more seasons. I think that said the Cubs defeated the Indians 4-1. Okay. Hey, maybe that's what I purposefully lost with the Yankees so the Cubs could win the World Series. Let's get into the offseason. Let's move forward with this team. Exclusive negotiations. You know what? Let's hold off, because like I said, we're going to have the money to spend on players. Let's hold off. Staff. I will do this off camera. I'll pause. I'll talk to you guys once we start looking at contracts, free agency, and all that good stuff. Arbitration, I'm going to offer it to everybody. At least then we'll have like players to like trade if we need to. And then contracts, I'm going to offer it to everybody. And the good stuff is right here. Whew, we've got some players to choose from. I'll probably just end up signing some low-end starting pitchers, and then we could trade for some higher-end starting pitchers. The bullpen doesn't look like phenomenal or anything. I would like to add a bullpen arm, but it's looking like it's going to be through a trade. And realistically, the only player I'd be looking to upgrade would be second base. We could bring back DJ LeMahieu, but I feel like that's just kind of what's expected. I was kind of hoping that someone like Mookie Betts would have come back into free agency. Unfortunately, he didn't. Marcell Ozuna is okay, but like maybe I would sign him and then try to trade him, just because at this point I'm looking to get players who like we can kind of sign then trade, you know, kind of have that high trade value, or they're just really, really good and I want them in the team. It's basically just we have the budget to work with. We might as well use it to try to bring in players, and then if we don't want them, we can just ship them somewhere else and get better players. Season 2, we're going to start with a big trade. It's looking for a new starting pitcher. The thing is, I'm kind of torn. You guys can see what we did. We picked up Victor Mesa in the Rule 5 and a couple of free agents. I'll show you. I basically brought back, the big name was DJ LeMahieu. There we go. I said it. Took me way too long to say that. So DJ LeMahieu came back. I signed him basically as a trade piece. And I was looking for a starting pitcher. And I'm like, what about Clayton Kershaw, right? And I'm like, that's a big name. And then I was like, well, what about Walker Buehler? And I get Clayton Kershaw's the bigger name and like everything like that. But I was like, it's Walker Buehler. He's younger. I mean, on the up. He's going to get better. Why not pick up Walker Buehler? Is he as expensive? No. But like I said, this is a no holds bar scenario, right? So I was like, man, how are we gonna get Walker Buehler? And the only way we can do that is with Miguel Andujar, who I said I was looking to trade, and I'm like, ooh, that's a lot. It's gonna leave us empty at third base because as much as I love Urshela, I don't really see that working out. And then I was like, this is a lot. Do I do it? Type scenario. And I was like, man, this is a no budget rebuild, right? Let's go Clayton Kershaw. Let's keep Victor Mesa for now because we can use him as another trade piece. And then let's just throw in somebody. Let's get Clayton Kershaw and let's go with this deal. Rosell Herrera and Tommy Kahnle for Ryan Presley. Good setup guy. I still want to improve this bullpen a little bit more. So let me see what I can find. Aaron Bummer is going to be another lefty in the bullpen. I know I'm kind of going for similar players that I normally do, but I'm going for players that are good. And I'm kind of looking around and I'm like, I mean, I don't really know anybody else that have worked out for us. So let me see if I can find some like new names that I think might work, and then we'll get this season started. We're going to go Trevor Stephen and Adam Ottavino for Ryan Cook. Just a 1-year reliever from the Marlins. Let me get everything sorted and I'll show you guys what we're working with. Victor Mesa and Gio Urshela for Rhys Hoskins, which means Luke Voit can now be the DH. Someone told me to try out Rhys Hoskins in a recent rebuild, so I thought, you know what, let's give him a shot. He's one of the better like first basemen that you can get. He's coming off a rough season, so hopefully he can have a bounce back year. Let's check out the lineup now. So with the lineup changes, this is what we're looking like. It looks unbelievable. I'm thinking there are some big names that come up in free agency this season. I know season 2 and season 3 are kind of like the years where big names come available for free agency, especially with like third base and things like that. So if Andujar does struggle, we can go and get a new third baseman. That was kind of my thinking. I know Chris Bryant becomes available. I know some shortstops become available that we could kind of shuffle up the team a little bit if we really needed to. And then pitching rotation, I know players like Syndergaard and a couple other big name starting pitchers become available this offseason. So yeah, we went out and got Clayton Kershaw, but we could definitely replace Tanaka or Jordan Montgomery come this offseason. And then when you look at the bullpen, it's definitely improved. Luis Cessa is really just the one eyesore, so I'm okay with that. I want to see where we're ranked as a team because we've been making some big moves. We're ranked first. That's how it should be. Let's get into this season. Let's go win a World Series, hopefully. And I'll see you guys at the end of it. We were so close. So close to breaking the wins record. 113, 49 losses. Won the division as expected. Like, this team is just too good. The team ERA is low. The team average, I think, dipped a little bit compared to last year. But it's still unbelievable. I mean, the Red Sox are still putting up a good fight. 102 wins. And the Dodgers had 102 wins as well. So let's take a look at league leaders. Garrett Cole and Clayton Kershaw, along with Luis Severino, did outstanding. But again, no American League leading stats for offense. That's disappointing. You know, I feel like we're putting together a good team. You guys can see some home run leaders there, but like we're not getting good enough offensive production, I guess. I feel like we're doing Chris Davis, come on. Really? Chris Davis? That's tough. And then Walker Buehler. Oh man, we should have went for Walker Buehler. I just, like, in the back of my mind, I was like, you gotta go Walker Buehler. You gotta go Walker Buehler. And I didn't. So let's take a look at the team. Luis Cessa, actually kind of nice. Only 47 innings, but still pretty good. Ryan Cook did quite well. The whip's kind of high, but you know what? Not terrible. Zach Britton did well. I think he becomes a free agent this year. Probably not a player I'm going to bring back. Jonathan Holder, not as good as he was last year, but still a decent year. Aaron Bummer, pretty good year. The whip is really nice. Ryan Presley did well, and Aroldis Chapman did well. Also, here we go. Garrett Cole, not as good as he was last year, but still very good numbers. You've got Clayton Kershaw. And like I said, Walker Buehler, we should have went for him. Clayton Kershaw put up really good numbers. You got Severino, who had a bounce back year. Tanaka had a really nice season. And then Jordan Montgomery wasn't as good as he was last year. It's It's fine. It's one pitcher who struggled. I think the rest of the team can definitely carry the, what happened if one guy struggles. So Adam Frazier, not as good average wise, but the on base percentage went up, which is good to see. Gleyber Torres putting up stupidly good numbers. Mike Trout only had 90 RBIs, but it was still a very good year for him. Jordan put up really good numbers. Aaron Judge, pretty similar to what he did last year. Andujar was a little bit better, but I really want to improve that spot. I want to spend big this offseason and try to get someone to replace him. And Luke Voit as a DH, kind of nice. And then Rhys Hoskins, almost 40 home runs. Okay. So first base DH is locked up. We got to get a better third baseman. I guess we could go out and get a better second baseman if we really wanted to. But I think Adam Frazier as a leadoff guy is really good. And then the rest of the lineup is like nothing but power. So like I'm kind of happy with the way it's looking. And then really here, let's get a new 4 because Tanaka can move to the 5. And then just strengthen out this bullpen. And this no budget rebuild is crazy. We haven't even gone over budget. That's the crazy part. So let's focus about the more important things. Winning a World Series first off, and we're going against the Astros. And dude, I can't catch a break, man. How can we never win any sort of playoff series recently? Everything is just going against me. It's just like when you see that your number 2 starter had a 10.38 ERA, you know things aren't meant to be. I know Stanton's on the Astros, but like we're going up against Rogelio Armenteros. Like he's not that good of a pitcher, and we're getting absolutely. What is Garrett Cole doing? Did he forget how to pitch all of a sudden? Like what is going on? I don't get this. I don't get this at all. Okay, we're back in it. 4-2. Garrett Cole's done. 5 innings. That's it. He's done. I can't have my faith in him anymore. Let's just go to Presley now. 1-run scores. That's a tough situation. We get one back thanks to Mitch Garver. We're still down 2, man. Like it's just. I mean, I realize we got a lot of lefties in the bullpen, but still, like what? As I was going to pick a reliever, that's why I noticed that. Like how? What? Like we're not hitting the ball. They're hitting the ball. We're like their team's kind of stacked now that I'm looking at it. They got like Trey Mancini and stuff, and like. I don't get what's going on with this team, man. I mean, we're slowly creeping back into it, but dude, 11 runs? Why? How? The Mets won, so it doesn't. Did the Indians lose again? Oh, back-to-back World Series losses? Talk about heartbreak and agony. Oh man, that would suck. That would suck for sure. I think the Astros were cheating. I definitely think the Astros were cheating. Or maybe they were just upset that we took like a bunch of their players. So that might be the case too. And they just really had to stick it to us. Speaking of players, we're going to bring this guy back. Hopefully he signs. And then I'm going to let Britton and Cook go. Let's move into the good stuff. Free agency. So arbitration I'm going to offer to everybody. Then we at least have some trade pieces if we don't want to keep them. Same thing with contracts. This is the good stuff. Ooh. All right, so we need a starter. It's looking like Syndergaard's probably the best bet for a starter. We could always just sign him and trade him if we really wanted to, if we could find someone else. And then I said a third baseman, right? I feel like Chris Bryant's the best option. He had an unbelievable year last year. And then shortstop. What about Trevor Story? And then that would just signal the end of Adam Frazier. But we're going big. I'm gonna make a trade for a Reds reliever, Amir Garrett. I mean, I could add somebody else too if I really wanted to, but I really just want Amir Garrett. We're gonna trade Jordan Montgomery. I'm gonna trade Ramos, who we got in the Rule 5 draft, along with Luis Cessa and Hoyjun Park for Marco Gonzalez. Someone's gonna be a long reliever. I'm still trying to figure that out. But let's take a look at the pitching rotation. It might be Marco Gonzalez. I think he's got the least stamina, or Severino does. But I mean, look at that team. That team is nasty. Like, look at the bullpen. Yeah, I brought in Craig Kimbrell. That's fine. I know his beard would be shaved joining the Yankees, and he looks strange wearing a beard in a Yankee uniform, but it's fine. This is the team. It looks unbelievable. And then this is like the piece de resistance. Like, oh my God, this is insane. Look at this lineup. I'm sorry. What? Trout, Story, Jordan, Gleyber Torres, Andujar, Judge, Garver, Hoskins, and Correa. I'm going to move Andujar down. I even thought about going with Adam Frazier in the DH spot just because that would give us like a true leadoff hitter. But I was like, you know what? Let's just go with this. Like, this team is insane. I've like tried to move it around as best as possible to make it like the best possible squad. Why? Oh, Correa for some reason is the DH. No. Look at that team. That team is insane. I am loving it. I said I was going to trade Andujar, but you know what? I have a feeling he's going to pop off for like 35 home runs this year. I just have it. So this is the team. You guys can see the ratings and everything like that. That is unbelievable. Whoo! In the comment section down below, guess how many wins you think we're going to get this season. Are we going to break the win record? Let me know in the comment section down below. That's what I want to know. Are we going to break that win record? So let's get into it. Let's see how this final season plays out. I'll see you guys at the end of it. We got the same exact record as we did last year. I'm pretty sure. I think I'm losing my memory or something like that. 113 and 49 losses. Unbelievable 3-year span with this team. And it kind of makes sense. I mean, we created a super team. The thing is, like, we're not winning World Series because my luck with franchise sims is pretty atrocious. We just know that, right? Like, that's just what's expected now. ERA is at the lowest I've seen it for a team in quite some time at 3.16. Our average at 275 is looking pretty good. I mean, look at that. We were the only oh no, the Twins had a 100-win season, but everybody else, I mean, it was pretty competitive throughout the league. You guys could see the league leaders and stuff. Now Mike Trout, Jordan, we finally got some offensive league leading stats. Severino and Clayton Kershaw had some pitching stats as well. You love to see it. You love to see it. I actually want to see like the home run leaders. That's what I'm interested in. Moncada popped off, all right, and then Bryce Harper did as well. Awards, we've got Hank Aaron, Gold Gloves, and Cy Young. So maybe Kershaw was the right move in the end. JD Martinez won it again. Gleyber came in second, and you guys can see some of the league lead or the award winners here. And then I know someone's been asking to show Hank Aaron award. There you go. You guys can see them there. So let's take a look at the team. Let's see how everything went. Marco Gonzalez is the long reliever. Okay. All right. I'm cool with that. That was a solid pickup for us. Presley, unbelievable. We've got Holder, solid. He was unbelievable there. Amir Garrett was really good. Aaron Bummer was solid. Like, Aaron Bummer was our worst pitcher, and he had a what? A 3.86 ERA and a 1.3 WHIP. Okay, that's a solid bullpen. We got Garrett Cole putting up good numbers. Noah Syndergaard's putting up disgusting numbers. Clayton Kershaw was Cy Young. I think Syndergaard should have won it instead. Interesting. Severino had a good year, and then Tanaka is a 5. I mean, you can't ask for much better. That is insane. We've really put together a god squad here, and you guys can kind of see what we're looking at with the bench. Adam Frazier as a bench bat. Can't complain about that. He's going to get on base for sure. Mike Trout put out an insane season. 38 doubles, 46 home runs, 10 stolen bases, a 306 average, 404 on base percentage, and a 1054 OPS. We got Trevor Story putting up insane numbers as well. Jordan Alvarez hit 300 average with 1031 OPS. Gleyber Torres, 41 home runs. Aaron Judge, 19 home runs for Aaron Judge? Really? I feel like that's a little low. Carlos Correa kind of fell off. Not as good as what he's normally doing. Mitch Garver had 28 home runs. Rhys Hoskins had 31. Even though like his OPS and stuff was low, he still had a pretty solid, productive season. And then I said it, Andujar was going to pop off for 35 home runs, I think I called. He got 36. Even better. Love to see it. I want to see how many home runs we had as a team, because like we had to have a stupid number, right? So we had 275 team average, which is league leading. We had the most runs. We had the most hits, second most doubles, triples I don't care about. We had 316 home runs as a team. Oof. Love to see it. Let's get into the offseason. Hopefully, we can get past the Indians, who have been to the World Series the last 2 years. So, I mean, if we can get by them, we should be in a good spot. Taking on the Twins now. And I feel like with our rotation, we should be fine to kind of... Okay, maybe not. I mean, maybe I was wrong. Like, what? We're 0-3 in the series, which is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Why? How come we're not winning games? How come our pitchers, who are probably the best rotation in baseball, are losing us games here? So I'm going to start doing half innings because 4 in the 4th. All right, tie ball game. There we go. So now I guess I need to simulate each season, because now we're at a point where, or not each season, each inning, because now we're kind of in a tough spot. There we go. Trout puts us up by 1, and ooh, we're gonna take out Syndergaard. It's just at that point of the day where we need to get. Let's bring in our setup guy, Kimbrel. Gets the guy who's thrown out going home. Are you serious? Correa gives us a 3-run lead, and can we just extend it here? We can't, so we're gonna go to our closer, Chapman. Please shut the door for us. We're still alive. Awesome. Next game for sure. Let's see what we can do here. And I'm feeling good. So Kershaw's on the mound. Like, it looks like all of our starters had really, really bad ERAs. Buxton starting off their half of the inning with the home run. Like, come on. And then we get a runner thrown out going home, and then a double play to end that inning. It's just one of those things where, like, if it's bad and you know it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, right? It's just my luck in franchise is so bad, but we're winning. So far so good. It's 5-1. I'm liking what I'm seeing, and we got off to a cold start, but so far so good. Clayton Kershaw, or whatever I was gonna. Kershaw, is that what I said? All right, he's out. We're gonna go to. Let's go Chapman here. It's that point of the game. Oof. Oof. Come on, give me this out. All right, we'll just go to Kimbrel here. He gets us that out. That's fine. That's fine. So far, so good. This is to tie the series up, and we need 2 more wins to go to the World Series. We need to do it for sure. Severino's gonna take the mound. He's at a 7.5 ERA or 7.1 ERA, and they started off with another home run in the first. Like, we're allowing way too many runs in the first for this to, like, be a productive or a successful playoff run. We're gonna put up runs. Holy cow, the bases were loaded that inning. That was close. It's 6-1 though. I'm liking what I'm seeing. And Severino, I'm gonna give him till the 6th unless things get out of hand here. Boom. All right, perfect. And I said the 6th, I gave him the 7th, but that's fine. Everything's looking good. I'm gonna take him out here in the 8th. We're gonna go Kimbrel, and Kimbrel shuts the door, and it's looking like all things are going well. Tie series. We've come back. We're going to game 7. Who's on the mound for us? We are going to have Garrett Cole. Please do not let me down, Garrett Cole. 1 run scores. 2 run scores in the first, and then we couldn't score there. We had runners in scoring position for most of the inning. We're down 3-0. We have Garrett Cole, the big money signing for the Yankees in real life, and he's not playing like it. He's allowing runs. It's a 3-2 game though. Like, Devin Smeltzer is holding us. So, like, between Garrett Cole allowing 3 and then our offense not able to score, I'm really disappointed in this team. Really disappointed. Byron Buxton, who are you're not Barry Bonds. You shouldn't be hitting home runs like this. Like, it's your job. Wow, Mike Trout ties it up in the 7th. Can we score here? We can't. I'm gonna take out Garrett Cole. I think it's just that point of the game. Let's go Bummer, and boom. All right, bottom 8. Come on, we got the guy on. 9th inning. Let's go Kimbrel. There we go. Let's walk it off here. Let's go to the World Series. Come on. No way. Bases loaded for Glaber. Really? 1st and 2nd. Let's get a lefty in. Let's go Garrett. 1 run scores. Really? It comes down to Andujar, man. I can't win, man. I can't do it. How? 113 wins. 113 wins. Over 300 home runs as a team. The most runs in baseball. And what do we go and do? This absolutely terrible playoff run. That's insane. How many runs are we allowing here? Like, we allowed 11 in the first. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. and the Cubs are in the World Series once again. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just insane. That's where we're going to end it. The no budget rebuild. That team was insane. And unfortunately, we just couldn't get to the final step, the World Series. We couldn't even win it. But I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And of course, guys, get in the comment section and let me know who would be your no budget team. Let me know in the comment section. And that's about it. I'm going to leave you guys with 2 videos on screen now. Go and give them a watch if you haven't yet. And of course, all social media links are down in the description. Go and give them a follow. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.